Hey guys, Richard James here again, bringing you another video. And if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, you want to learn about cloud mining sites, crypto investments, and lots of other crypto related stuff, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell so you're alerted to all my videos as they come online. Okay, so what are we looking at in the video today? Okay, so it's actually, as you can see, we're looking at Firefaucet. Firefaucet is a multi-coin faucet. I have spoke about it in past videos, but it has been a very long time since I visited this in a video. The reason why I'm bringing this to you now is that basically for the last good few months this has been one of the sites I've been solely using, the faucet sites I've been solely using to build up my coins. And the reason why I like this so much is because it is a multi-coin faucet. So you can earn, basically they give you a choice of 13 coins. You can select up to 10 of those coins at a time. And you can, as you can see, the ones that are ticked are the ones I'm earning. And the reason why I've picked those is basically that with the site you have to build up claims. To collect BTC, unfortunately, they will charge you 4 claims per every time you collect that, and you will only earn 2 BT Satoshis per claim. So you're losing 4 of your claims that you've built up, and you're only earning 2 Satoshis back. So for me, on this site, that is a no-no. You're just, for the amount of work you're putting in, well, in fact, just the work, I mean, it's not like you're putting tons of work in, but for the, the time it takes to build up the claims, and then you want to be earning, obviously, as much as you can. But each of these coins will only take 1 claim from you, from your collected claims. So basically the way it works is that you can do short links, you can actually GPU mine or CPU mine, you can do a faucet, which as you can see there I claimed, and I can claim it again in just under 18 minutes or just over 18 minutes. And then you have a PTC wall. There is an offer wall. Unfortunately, they don't give a video option like we have in things like Satoshi Labs or Contract Miner. So you can't just watch a few videos and build up a good amount of claims. Unfortunately, they don't do this. And the other stuff on there, I'm not overly enamored about, so I don't use the offer wall. But the short links, the PTC wall, and also the mining, and obviously don't forget your daily bonus, I use all of them to build up my claims. So basically the reason why I've got into this so much is that I was using it just like you would any other faucet. So I'd pop in, do a bit here and there, and then just sort of let it run. And because that's the cool thing, once you've built up the amount of auto claims you want to do, you just scroll down to the bottom, you click Start Auto Faucet, or you can just click the lightning there because that's a quick start to Auto Faucet, and then just let it run. And basically all the coins that you've selected in your list, will then be essentially collected and mined for the amount of claims you've got. But so that's basically how I was doing it. And at the time I actually have and still have a old GPU miner, a very old, quite basic, nothing amazing GPU miner. And at the time I was mining Zcash and Monero, and I thought to myself, look, these guys have got an option that I could use my GPU miner to mine and earn claims, build up my claims, use them a GPU miner, and then run it. And obviously I'm still collecting Zcash, I'm still collecting Monero, but I'm also collecting 3 other coins at the same time. So for me, that's just brilliant. I just think that's great. And obviously, it doesn't take a huge amount of effort. So basically, what you'll do is you go into your short links, you go, like I say, and the other ones, and you'll build up your claims, just like as you can see there. As you build up your claims, you also earn activity points. Okay, as you build up your activity points, you level up. As you can see here, I'm on level 136, and the cool thing about that is once you get the ball rolling, you'll be given bonuses, so Bitcoin bonuses as well, so proper BTC every time you up a level. So your first levels you might get 20, you might get next level you might get 25, and then as it goes on, your reward gets more and more. The last reward I got, which was actually this morning when I leveled up, I got 280 satoshis. My next level is 282. So I'm on nearly 300 satoshis, and I'm leveling up about every 3 or 4 days using my GPU miner. But obviously, you know, you can still level up quite quickly using the short links, the PTC wall. Obviously, there might be some stuff on the offer wall you guys are happy with. You want to use all of these things. Even your daily bonus will give you them activity points to level up. So your short links, dead simple. For you guys that have seen my video on how to earn crypto for free or using Faucet, and on the multi-coin auto Faucet, I explain what extensions to get for your Chrome browser, the pop-up blocker, the ad killer, and stuff like that. That will all work here. So basically, obviously, if you're using the multi-coin Faucet and you've done what I said in the video, and that helps stop a lot of the ads and stops a lot of the pop-ups. It will help here as well. So going through this is not such an arduous task as it could be. Basically, all you do is you click on one of these here. Okay, so as you click on that, you just disable your ad blocker, but that doesn't disable your pop-up blocker, remember? So that still helps now and again. Okay, so you just click back if that happens. Let the page fully load. So if you see the timer in your tab at the top still spinning, wait until that's finished before you try and scroll down, because you might then trigger something like a pop-up or something like that, like what you've just seen. So you just wait for that to finish, and then you should be good. Okay, we're just waiting, we're waiting. Okay, so that's finished. So we just close, press, and then, oh, we still got, but we got to redirect, but that is, our actual page is still there, so that's what you want. So just click that, do the fire hydrant, and then click continue. A lot of times, make sure you're clicking, when you're doing this, make sure you're clicking the button that says click here to continue, or something similar to that. Sometimes it will say, there'll be one that just says like next page, or it will say claim your claim. Usually that all of those, if you click on them, will take you to another page or create a pop-up or something like that. They're all ads essentially. This is the one you want. Okay, so again, we get rid of that, and there you go. So it did give us a couple of pop-ups, and I'm not sure if we actually managed to claim that. Let's have a look. We should be on 282 if we did claim it. No, we didn't. Oh. So if we go back in, obviously, like I say, nothing's foolproof, and it always tends to happen whenever I'm trying to show you guys something. So again, we come back in here. I think I was a bit quick off the mark with the final page. Didn't let the timer finish. And again, I think if every time, you know, if you don't let it finish, it triggers something basically. So as long as your original tab stays there, that means it's fine. So again, so we just click that. It's not always, you know, obviously it is not always this. A lot of times with these short links, you won't get any pop-ups, and it will just go straight through, be dead simple, dead easy, and but obviously it's not always like that. Okay, so we'll wait for our timer again. Okay, so if you get something like this, as long as you've got the pop-up blocker in, you can click remove overlay, then click on that, it says remove always, then remove overlay again to get rid of the shadow, and then remove always, and then the next time you come here, that will just pop up, quick flash, and it will be gone. That's interesting. Okay, so basically this is what you'll get when you get onto when you've done everything. You'll scroll down and you'll just click there, get link, and then what it will do is it'll open this page, and then you'll have two tabs with Firefaucet in. So basically you just close the first tab, and then that's just there. And if we go back to the home page, there you go. So 283. So it was a little bit fiddly, but like I say, not all of them are like that. And as long as if you've got the pop-up blocker and the ad blocker in, it does help. It does make things a little easier. So that's your short links. So basically, your PTCs, again, basically all you do is you'll just click a site, and this will give you, so there's 4 in there, that's 200 credits. So you just click continue, and that should, there you go. So basically you just close, once the site's open, just close it, and then it will tell you you've added 50 claims. So that's 200 right there. And then, like I say, then obviously you've got in the short links, you've got over 4,000 available to you. So if you go, like I say, I didn't point that out to you, but if we go in here at the top, it says reward available 4,370 if you do all the short links, that is. So the other thing, obviously, as well, is the more short links you do, if you go into this, it shouldn't really say tasks for me. It should say just like bonus wall. What this does is you go in here, and once you've completed 5, then you can claim 25 credits. If you do obviously 10, claim 50, 20, claim 100, so on and stuff like that. So obviously, you know, you can come in here once you've done your short links, and then you can claim another bonus as well. So the real main thing I've brought you on here is the GPU and CPU mining. Obviously, what I've just showed you is other ways on this site of earning your credits. So like I say, I run a very low GPU miner, which this morning, just before I left to work, normally I have it running all the time, just mining claims on Firefaucet. And basically, this morning when I had to go to work, it had to do a Windows update. So it's not been running all day. But I came home and I've turned it on, and that was probably about maybe an hour ago. And if we go into mining, we can see how many claims my GPU miner has made. So that has made over 1,000 claims in probably just over an hour or so. And then basically, to put them so you can use them, you just click withdraw. And then obviously if you can mine straight away by clicking the quick start miner. But what I'm going to first show you, because obviously I'm using a GPU miner, but for you guys out there that maybe have only got, say, a low-level computer or a laptop, you can still CPU mine, and you can still build up a good few, hundreds of claims in a relatively short amount of time CPU mining. It's very simple. All you do is you click this. So click that, and then you scroll down, and then first thing you need to do is go and download the miner. This miner will work with most. I think it has to be 64-bit. Unfortunately, I do think it has to be a 64-bit computer. So, I mean, most computers nowadays are 64-bit, but like I say, obviously some of the old ones are not, they're 32-bit. But, you've still not got to have a brand spanking new computer. I have a laptop which is 64-bit, and it is donkey's years old. It is probably one of the first 64-bit laptops out, but it's still 64-bit, therefore it can still use this miner. So basically, what you do... Oh, also, if you want to know how you know if your computer is 64-bit, simply come in here and type in DX diag. Oh, yeah, hang on. Oh, it's a H. My G doesn't work either. Hang on a sec. Find me a G. There's the G on GPU. Copy. Right. So, I bet you guys are wondering, how does he cope with that? These are... I don't know if you guys remember, I told you I ended up buying a load of second-hand laptops with the purpose of doing stuff like this, of mining and like sort of running faucets and stuff like that on a regular basis. So because the only other laptop I have is my works laptop, and there's no way I'm using that. My company would go absolutely mental apart from, but I just wouldn't do it. So I just went and bought. I mean, I've got like 4 laptops. This is missing 2 buttons, and as certain keys don't work. I've got another one missing a button. I've got other ones that the keys don't work. But once you get something running like a faucet or the free Bitcoin strategy, you could just leave it. You don't care, because they're all, they cost you like 30 quid a laptop or something. So it's not that big a deal. Anyway, so yes. So like I say, if you come in to your start, type in DX diag, and then click on that, and then basically a screen will pop up, and it will tell you here. So there. So here where it says operating system, 64-bit. So that's how you know. So if you're not sure how to find out, that's all you got to do. Go into the start menu, type in what I typed in, DX diag, then click on the DX diag thingamabob icon. There, and then that will bring that window up. And once you've done that, you can see that you can see whether your system is a 64-bit or not. So anyway, moving on. Basically, all you got to do is click download. That'll take you to GitHub, and then you just scroll down, and this is what you're looking for. So obviously, if you've got Linux, you can run it on Linux. And then if you've got Windows, I just take the zip. Just take the standard zip. Obviously, you guys on Linux, if you're using Linux, you're probably pretty au fait when it comes to computer stuff. So you pick whichever link you want to use. But for Windows users, I would pick the standard zip rather than the 7-zip. Just pick the standard zip, and then basically, obviously, put it onto your computer. Just one thing, obviously, make sure you extract it to your download folder. Basically, make sure you extract the whole folder. Don't extract the files, because otherwise your files are just going to get scattered all over the place. Make sure you are extracting the entire folder containing the files, and then obviously once that's done, go into it. Should be virus free. When you try and run it, just to let you know, your virus killer or your virus scanner might pick up a couple of things saying that they are viruses. They are not viruses. I've had this running on my computer for absolutely ages, and I've never had any problem with it. But all you got to do is go into the quarantine, highlight it, and just click create an exception. That will put it back into the folder where it came from, and then you should be able to run it with no problems. Okay. The one thing I was going to say with this is that this will work, like I say, with sort of lower stuff. As you see, I'm running Windows 7 on this laptop. On the system I'm actually using this on, I actually have Windows 10. It runs best on Windows 10, but it will run on Windows 7 without a problem. But it runs, just to let you know, it does run better on Windows 10. Okay, so that's all you got to do. So basically, come here, download it, unzip it, and then what the next thing you need to do is click this. So what you do is you download the config file, but once you've downloaded it, you need to copy it into your folder where this is, and you need to rename it pools.txt. It will look something like this, and you've got to make sure that that IP address is correct. It does say here on the screen, up here somewhere. I'm going mad. I saw it earlier. I might be looking at it right now. But anyway, you've got to make sure, because they altered this recently, or a while back actually, you've got to make sure you have that IP address. Obviously, if you've clicked download the config file from Firefaucet, it should have that in there. And then you see where I've put this? your SK number will be in there. That's obviously mine was in there, and I've removed that and just write this is where your Firefaucet number will be here. So basically, when you're mining, it knows obviously the account it's come from. Don't save. I don't need it. I was just showing that as an example. So basically, the SK number, like I say, is linked to your account, so therefore it knows where it's come from, and therefore you get credited for all your mining. And like I say, it is very easy to get set up. All you got to do is, like I say, put it in a folder, and then once you've done that, so basically, I'll show you. I might actually have it on here anyway, but okay, we're at 25 minutes. So basically, I click that, and we'll let this download. This is actually a slightly higher version than the one I'm running. The one I'm running is 2.10. 0.3. This is 0.7, so this actually should be a better version anyway. So what I'll probably update this on my. I only noticed this today that actually my one is not as up to date as it should be. So anyway, right. So we're running. So we're that's it. So basically, just go discard. That's fine. Right. So then we can close this window. Okay, so you don't go discard. I was thinking by clicking discard you were discarding the warning, but it's not. You discard the file. So you basically, you should be able to just come in here. Yeah, so there you go. It says it's a dangerous file. It's not a dangerous file. So just click that. And then just click that. Okay, so then what we got to do is go and find it. Okay, so basically here is the file. This is the file. You just click. I'm never sure which one it is. I think it's that one. Or is it that one? I can't, because the one dumps it everywhere. Ah, right, that's the one. So the one I've just clicked on, and then what it'll do is it'll create this folder, and all the files will be inside. Okay, so there we go. So it's there. I'm not going to show it running, but I'll just show you this is basically what you're looking at. And then what you'll do, I'm sure, and then there you go. So basically you saw the one it says, and this is what it will do. So basically all you got to do is go in here, open your quarantine. Sometimes once you've created the exception, it's a good idea to just reboot your so basically they're the two. So you need to get both of those. So these two here, and then just go restore and add an exception, and there you go. That'll go back there. Close that. Yeah, it does need to restart, but we'll do that later. Okay, so basically, and then what you've got to do is that is basically, I'll get rid of that. And then this download file, like I say, is basically you just download that and then add it into that folder that I've just created and rename it pool.txt. So we download that. There you go. So, and then we just basically what I would do is I would copy that. Copy, click back into a notepad, and then paste, and then you just save it as. So basically you just go save as, and then you find your folder. So there's your folder, and then it's just, oh, it's a double folder, so we just go, and then we just call it, whoop, pools, oh, lowercase, pools, that's it, and then just go save, and then close that, and then when you go back into your folder, it's there, you see, that's it, and then when you run it, it will use the information in there, and then that will just start mining for you, and that's it. It's very simple. I mean, yeah, it's very simple. So that's basically how you set up the miner, and that will work for GPU or CPU. Okay, so basically we come out. So the next thing you guys are going to want to know is, well, okay, so once I've done that, I've collected my claims, and I'm all ready to go. You know, how much am I going to be getting for each coin and stuff like this. So the next thing you have to do, once you come in here, if you don't already have an account, is you have to go into settings. Actually, you need to go into wallet addresses first. So, like Satoshi Labs and Contract Miner, this works with Faucet Hub, and that is, I know some of you guys are not keen on it, and I spoke quite a lot about it in the last video. Is I've never had a problem with it. And you know, I've done lots of withdrawals recently, or a few withdrawals recently, and they've all turned up. So basically what you do is you go and get yourself a Faucet Hub account. So this is Faucet Hub, right? So this is Faucet Hub, and this is the coins I've collected. My Monero, I think I told you in my last video, about a week ago, or about nearly 2 weeks ago now, I withdrew 1.4 million. I withdrew 1.4 million of Zcash. I withdrew something like 1.6 million of Litecoin. And, you know, in that short period of time, 2 weeks, you know, I've built up 490,000 Monero, 799,000 Zcash, and over 500,000 of Litecoin, and I'd emptied the whole thing less than 2 weeks ago. So you know, you can build quite quickly your coins, and what you do is basically you come in here and you'll go into the coins, the wallet addresses here, and you'll submit an address for each coin that you want to mine, or if not, just an address for every single coin. If you don't have an address, you can get Faucet Hub to create an address for you. The only problem with that is then when you want to withdraw it, you can't withdraw because obviously you need to, like for instance, like that's my Bitcoin address, right? But when I click withdraw, that goes to an external wallet. That will go to an external wallet because that's the address I've put in. All the addresses that are in here are for external wallets. So when I've built up the minimum to withdraw your coins, I will always withdraw that to a external wallet. And you know, because then, like I've said in the past, if it's external, if it's sort of, if possible, if it's not connected to the internet, like the hardware wallets I've spoken about in one of the videos I did about keeping your coins safe and using hardware wallets and stuff like that, I withdraw all mine to a hardware wallet, so therefore it's not connected to the internet at all. Once I withdraw it from here, it goes to a hardware wallet, and then that's it. Not, you know, basically nothing will touch it. just in case something happens, like say, with your coin pot or Faucet Hub, anything online, it is still obviously vulnerable to outside, it being hacked or something like that. So an external wallet is always a good idea. So anyway, you come on here and then you input all your addresses for the coins you want to mine. Then you go into your Firefaucet and you submit the same addresses for the same coins in here. So then when you withdraw from here, it goes direct to your Faucet Hub and then it appears in there. So we'll show you that in practice. So what we do, obviously we've got our claims there. We scroll down, or like I say, you can hit the lightning button. We click start. Okay, so that will last for 2 hours. So 1,346 will last for 2 hours. And the way I set it rather than for it to automatically withdraw to Faucet Hub, because you can do, I manually withdraw it to Faucet Hub, because then what that does, that allows you to use a 1 minute timer, but you also get a 2-time multiplier on top of that. And as you can see, there's the coins, and every minute I mine a coin, or I mine 5 coins every minute. And when this comes up, you'll see how much of each of those coins I'm mining every minute. And then you times that, say by an hour, or say even 10 minutes. Let's times it by 10 minutes and we'll see. Okay, so there's my dash. So 10 minutes gives me 230 Satoshis. 280 Monero. So that's 110 Ethereum, 450 Zcash, and 280 Litecoin. And that's every 10 minutes I'm earning that. So, and I've got 2 hours and 13 minutes just on that amount of claims, which, like you saw, you could get 200 claims just from doing the PTC wall. You can get 100 odd from your daily bonus. You can get 4,000 from doing all of the short links. You got to times that by 10 minutes. Times that by an hour, times that by however many hours it gives you with all those. That is a lot of coins. So then what we do there, so we've claimed that. We then go into wallet. So it's finished. You go into the wallet and then you go, right, so there's my Ethereum. These do get topped up daily. They didn't at one point. Like I said, they went through a bit of a rough patch. These do get topped up daily. Bitcoin is out at the moment, but my Ethereum, I can withdraw that. So that successfully withdrew. There's not much Dogecoin. I won't bother with that. So I can withdraw. So that's 31,000 Litecoin, 5,852 Ethereum. So 25,000 Zcash, 157,000. 15,000 of Monero. Getting carried away there. So I got 12,000 Dash. And have we got anything else? No. Bitcore is out, and I've not got any other coins. So then what we do is we then go over to Faucet Hub, and we'll just scroll up here, click Overview again, and that will rejig it. And then we go back down, and you can see I've now got 824,000 there. I had 700 and something. And also, if we scroll down here, there we go, Dash just now. XMR 31 seconds ago. Zcash 35 seconds ago. Litecoin 50 seconds ago. 59 seconds ago, and then these were the ones I did this morning. So you got 14 hours ago, again 12,000, 14,000, 23,000, 5,000. So I mean, so what? So that's what? How much Ethereum did I get? So that's like 11,000 Ethereum I've got today. And like I say, if you've got a GPU miner, that's great. You can use that, and obviously you'll mine a little bit more, or a bit more than you will CPU mining, but still CPU mining, you will earn quite a few claims doing that as well. Obviously, I realise that not everyone is comfortable leaving their computers running for long periods of time and stuff like that. So like I say, and explained to you before, the other options are there as well. So for me now, I use this almost like as a miner, because like I say, with my GPU miner, I was mining Monero and Zcash, but now I can mine 5 coins for the same amount of power I'm using, and basically through these guys and claiming. And so let's have a quick, how long with this? We've been doing this in our 40 odd minutes, and I've got another 227 claims. So obviously, I was talking to you before quite a while, probably about 10 minutes before we even went and got them 1,000 claims. So let's say 30 odd minutes, and I've claimed another 200, maybe 227, nearly 230 claims in like 20, probably half hour, or maybe even less than that. So I personally feel that it is definitely worth looking at. I think it's a great thing. I think it could, it could cut down your work time. Obviously, things like the Moon Faucets and stuff like that, they're brilliant. Bonus Bitcoin, stuff like that, absolutely brilliant. But, obviously, some of the other faucets I've brought you, maybe, you just think, well, what I could do is I could use Firefaucet instead of using the multi-coin faucet, the auto multi-coin faucet, and just do basically, because obviously you've got short links on here the same way you've got the short links on the auto multi-coin faucet, but on here you can claim multiple coins. On the multi-coin faucet, you have the option to pick a coin from multiple coins, but you can only claim 1 coin at a time. On here, you can do your short links exactly the same as on the auto multi-coin faucet, but you can claim multiple coins as well. So finally, your settings. When you go in here, this is where you need to set up your miner. So basically your auto faucet and how it runs. I run it at a 2 times boost. Yeah. Obviously read it more carefully. My settings might not suit you. I run it at a 2 times boost with a 1 minute countdown, and that will go into your Firefaucet account. So you have to withdraw it manually to Faucet Hub. You can use some of these other settings, and it will automatically send it to Faucet Hub. So it will just, every time you make a claim, it will send it straight away. I prefer to build up a bit of a credit, and then like I say, I'll withdraw it in the morning, and then I'll withdraw at night when I come home, and that's it. And that's pretty much the last thing I'm really going to say to you about that. Obviously, check it out. Read, maybe even just visit the site, read more about it. As you can see, having a pop-up blocker does help. It does stop a few pop-ups, even on the site itself, which sometimes pop up. But I say for the short links and stuff like that, they are the way to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the bottom of the description, I'm going to put in the latest video I've done for claiming free crypto from Faucet, because that will show you how and what extensions to put into your Chrome browser to get the right pop-up blocker and the right ad killer, and that will show you the setup for that. So I'll put that in there. And then also what I'm going to do is I'll also put the video that I did on keeping your coins safe. So when I'm talking about the different kind of hardware wallets out there, just in case it is something that you are interested in, because at the end of the day, you know, working at this, building up your coins and stuff, and you know, it does take time, and you know, the last thing you want to do is end up storing your coins solely in a online wallet and then something happening. Obviously, you know, nowadays it doesn't happen all that often. Most times if hackers go for something to do with crypto, it's normally a lot bigger than just sort of a few online wallets, but there is always that risk that it could happen, and you don't want to end up losing your coins. So I'll put that in there as well, and obviously I'll put all the links in the description as normal. So anyway, for those of you that are just visiting my channel and seeing this video for the first time, if you want to learn more about where and how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about crypto investments, and also about cloud mining sites and lots of other crypto related stuff, make sure you click the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner, and also tag the notification bell so you're alerted to all my latest videos as they come online. Okay, so a massive thank you. It's been great having you. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Take care. Have a great rest of your week, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you.